Welcome to Friday 5, a weekly series where every Friday, you and I sit down together, pour ourselves a glass of kombucha, and chat about 5 things pertaining to a favorite topic, something we learned about, or something relevant for us this week. And today, I am so happy to be sitting down together as we discuss 5 ways to care for your mental health. October 10th is World Mental Health Day, and if you're unfamiliar with it, it's a day dedicated to raising awareness, conversation, and education around mental health while dissolving the social stigma pertaining to the subject matter. If you've been following me for a while, you know that it is my goal, both online, in real life, wherever it is that you and I are meeting, to give you the tools, resources, knowledge, and guidance in order for you to step up and take responsibility for living your happiest life, regardless of what anyone else says, thinks, or does. So I've made some pretty big lifestyle changes over the last year for my own mental health. The biggest of those changes being deciding to live a lifestyle that was free from alcohol. And while I think mental health is something we should be talking about every single day, and I'm so grateful that you and I are having this conversation right here, right now. So thanks for being here, and let's jump right in. So the first way to care for your mental health is to express yourself. I want you to stop whatever you are doing right now and just take a moment to appreciate how special you are. Think of everything that had to line up in perfect divine timing, not only for you to be on this earth, but to be in this exact moment that you are in right now. You were put on this earth for a unique and special reason. You have traits, qualities, characteristics that no one else has, and that is so freaking cool. Expressing yourself means that you get to take responsibility for your well-being and for whatever makes you happy. And when we get to take responsibility for our well-being, we remind ourselves of how beautifully powerful we are. But when we suppress the things about ourselves that make us us, we lose part of our individuality. So light up the world with your magic, your talents, your gifts. And when we live our lives as the fullest version of ourselves, we give other people permission to do the same. The second way to care for your mental health is to honor your boundaries. So let's get one thing straight right here, right now. Boundaries are not bad. They don't make you a bad person for having them. Having boundaries, whether they are emotional, your energy, your feelings, physical, your personal space, intellectual, your thoughts, your ideas, or even material, your home, your car, your possessions, the things that you have. They are your right. And when we have healthy boundaries in our lives, we set ourselves up for having really happy and successful relationships with other people. But let's be honest, boundaries can be hard because we feel like when we establish them or we want to have them, we're going to be disappointing the other person that we're establishing a boundary with. In fact, talking about boundaries can sometimes make us feel like people are perceiving us to be like this.
You shall not pass!
But let me remind you of this. Boundaries are a really beautiful way to help other people understand our wants and needs, and the same thing for us with other people. I love this reminder from Brene Brown where she says, we can't base our own worthiness on others' approval. And she always says it's better to choose discomfort than resentment. And what she means here is whenever we don't have boundaries in place and we say yes to something we really want to say no to, I know you've been there before. Trust me, I have too. It's a weird and icky feeling to be in. So when we say yes when we really mean no, we open the door to developing resentment towards that person, towards that situation. So as uncomfortable as it might be at first to set a boundary, know that you don't have to apologize for it or justify it in any way, shape, or form. Number 3, breathe. If you've watched these videos lately or paid close enough attention to my content, you'll likely know that I've been talking a lot about the breath and breath work. Not only because it's something that I'm so passionate about, but our breath is so powerful and so healing. This is so cool, you guys. Our breath is the only automatic and controlled system within our body, meaning that we don't have to consciously control it in order for it to serve us, but we absolutely have the power to do so if we choose. Today I'm going to share with you one of my absolute favorite pause breathwork integrative technique called the anxiety shifter. This is an integrative technique, which means that we can integrate it into our everyday lives and do it anytime, anywhere. And this technique has two methods, the snake breath and the sigh breath. First up, the snake. So the snake breath method starts with one super long inhale through our nose, as deep as possible, breathing that breath down into your belly. And the exhale is through our mouths, but get this, it's through our teeth. So with this exhale, we sound like a snake. So let's try it together. We're gonna inhale through our nose, sending that breath down into our belly, and as we exhale out of our mouth, and really allow that exhale to be powerful, using your stomach, your abs to really push that air out of your body. And if you really do it forcefully enough, it's super common for your entire body to kind of shake as you get that air out of your system. Next up is the sigh breath, and I love this breath for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, this breath is designed to kind of gather all of the stuck or stagnant energy in our body as we take the deepest inhale through our nose, and then we tilt our head back and just let out the biggest, most relaxed sigh you possibly can. And this sigh, you guys, should be audible and powerful. Don't be scared. So we'll try that one together. We'll take a nice deep inhale through our nose, sending that breath all the way down into our belly. And as we exhale, we're gonna tip our heads back. You can close your eyes. Letting your body just kind of relax and melt as you sigh. Let's put these together for the anxiety shifter. First up is the snake. You're gonna inhale through your nose, exhale through your teeth, and then inhale through your nose again. And tilt your head back, side out. It's okay if you feel silly doing this, but I guarantee you're gonna feel a lot better. So, snake breath, sigh breath is 1 round. Repeat that for 10 rounds total. Try it out. The fourth way to care for your mental health is to feel in order to heal. I realize that sounds a lot like the title of what would be a Drake song. Love you, Drake. Do you realize how powerful it is to feel your feelings and to feel your emotions? And I say powerful because we get to feel. We get to experience emotionality, but just because we get to doesn't mean that we do. So many people live in their minds, in their ego. And at our core, as human beings, we just want to feel safe. But somewhere along the way in our lives, probably when we were young, our safety was somehow compromised. And as a result, we had to come up with coping strategies, which usually meant not feeling our feelings or avoiding feelings altogether. But I want this to be a reminder today, as you watching this video, you are safe to feel. You're safe to feel your feelings, to feel your emotions, and you're safe to express those emotions. The next time you're experiencing pain or you're triggered by something, rather than attempting to numb what you're feeling, give yourself the chance to just let it be there. Allow yourself to experience the experience and listen to what your body is telling you that it needs in that moment. And guess what? It's okay to cry. It's okay to let yourself experience anger, frustration, annoyance, agitation, irritation. It's okay to let yourself feel upset, because when we give our emotions a chance to be felt, to be acknowledged, to be recognized, they can move through us and out of us, which helps us realize that we are not our emotions, but we are simply the space that our emotions temporarily exist in. I'm going to say that to you again. Whatever unfavorable emotion you are experiencing, know that you are not defined by that. Your identity is not that emotion. Maybe you're feeling anxiety, so you say, I'm anxious. So you're experiencing a state of anxiety. We are not our emotions. We are simply the space that our emotions temporarily exist in, and we get to feel in order to heal. And number 5, ask for help and know that you are never alone. It's an interesting world that we live in today, where with the touch of an app, we are instantly connected to so many people, and yet so many of us still feel so alone, so isolated. Know that you always have resources. You always have someone to reach out to, myself included. Please don't ever hesitate to message me, to DM me. If I know you in real life, to call me, to text me, and ask for help, because I know what it feels like to feel alone, to feel like you have nowhere else to turn, you have no one else to talk to, but you do. You are not alone, and I am here to help you in any way that I can. And if you have a question to something that I don't have the answer to, I will do my very best and with everything in my power get you the answer you need, the support you're looking for, and you always have a supportive friend in me. Please take care of yourself. Please do what you need to do to live your happiest, healthiest life and shine your light, because the world would not be the same without you in it. Thank you for joining me in this week's episode of Friday 5. I am sending you so much love, and I'll see you next week.